What's going on, you guys? It's me back with another video. Today I'm actually going to talk about the issues that I've been having being an RPG enthusiast. Many of you guys know I prefer playing RPGs. I love them. When I play games, most of the time I spend playing games or playing RPGs. But when you're a big RPG enthusiast like me, you run into a couple problems that a lot of people may have when they play those as well. And I want to talk about a few of them. The first issue that I have is I don't have enough time for all the games that I have. I have over 100 RPGs, and it's growing weekly. This year I'm focused on RPGs, Sega games, and Sega RPGs. So with all the RPGs that I'm getting, I don't have enough time. RPGs can run from anywhere from like 23 hours, which I've seen, to like 150, 160. I've seen people put crazy amount of hours into RPGs. And when you're buying so many, it's easy to get backlogged. I'm pretty backlogged in RPGs myself. Every time I turn around, I'm buying a new RPG, and it's like I don't have any more time because I'm just so backlogged, and that's a big issue. But coming into my second one with them RPGs costing so much, with the prices going up rapidly, all the time you turn around, prices are getting higher and higher. You have to buy them when you can. When you see them for a good price, you buy them. If you see a steal on Craigslist, you buy it. Because if you don't, the price just keeps going up, man. RPGs, I think, are the main genre where the prices are always going up. And especially JRPGs, like even with new ones, if you don't get the JRPGs when they come out, 9 times out of 10, the prices go up. Like Fire Emblem, with those Fire Emblem games, all of them are expensive. I think the only ones that are not really that expensive are the newest one, Awakening, and maybe the new one that comes out, because I think those are the most that they sold. And the ones on the Game Boy, like for the Wii U and the Wii, I didn't even know they made one on the Wii U. And that's just like $80. The GameCube, I'm lying, not the Wii U, the Wii. The GameCube one was like, that shit's still $100. That's not too long ago. The Wii version is like 90. That just came out. And then they have older games like Chrono Trigger, Final Fantasy VI, Suikoden 2, a couple of Tales games. They're super expensive. Crusader Sunny on the Genesis, that's $200. Like, that's one game I regret. I seen it for 40. I didn't want to spend the 40. 6 months later, the shit's $200. Like, really? So when RPGs, the price is always going up. That's one of my biggest issues, is the price. They're just always getting so expensive. And my main issue with, being an RPG enthusiast is a lot of them don't come here. There are so many good RPGs that are not brought to America. And it's like, wow, why not? There's Tales games. A lot of the Langrisser series was never released here. Most of the Growlancer series is never released here. There's a couple Ys games. Some Dragon Quest games weren't released here, but they were released here later. There's just so many games that are not released here. And if you don't speak Japanese or willing to just play them and not just to enjoy the experience, not the story, you're missing out on hundreds of games. I took Japanese in high school specifically to be able to read, understand dubbed anime, pretty much understand dubbed anime and read like manga and stuff like that. So I took Japanese in high school. I actually went to that specific high school because they taught Japanese. And now that I'm getting into RPGs and I'm gonna start importing a bunch. I've imported a few that should be here in a couple of days. I gotta brush up on my Japanese, man, because it's crazy how many games, were released that are good, that are really, really good. They're really good, but they just don't come here. They don't think the American audience will take to it well. So fuck that. I'm gonna start importing. But with that being said, I want to talk about a couple things I'm going to be doing more on this channel. I'm going to be talking more making more videos, let's plays on my channel. They're gonna be RPGs though. You know, there are gonna be some popular ones like Phantasy Star, Shining Force, and then there might be games that are not so popular like this one here. Buck Rogers and Countdown to Doomsday. I've seen this. I don't see many people talk about it. I don't see anything about it really. And I told you before I want to have a complete American RPG collection, a complete American Genesis RPG collection. So why the hell not? So I picked it up. I ordered this maybe a couple weeks ago on eBay, and actually I scammed out some money. When I told you about, the eBay issues, the video I put up maybe a week or two ago. It might not have even been that long, but I got refunded that money, and then I seen this in the store, so I picked this up. So I might, I'm gonna start doing let's plays on that. I was talking about T-Rex Space Station, and we were talking about me doing let's plays, and the reason I haven't really done them is because I want to do retro. I like retro games, so I want to do more retro stuff. So he was telling me to get I don't even remember. It's like a Spark card, which in Europe they use a lot, but they don't have Spark cores here, so I have to order them. And I already have a Hauppauge, so I was doing more research, and I was like, you know what? I have a Hauppauge. There's cores that I can get, so I can actually play my older stuff on the Hauppauge and record them and everything like that. So I ordered those. They should be here tomorrow or Friday, and that's what I'm gonna start doing. Is recording those on my Hauppauge and uploading them, man. And really talking to him, he was like, yo, you should do it, because I want to see stuff, I might not have heard of, and, your RPG knowledge seems pretty decent. Which, I guess it is, but that's all I'm really wanting to talk about today. It was mainly issues that I have with RPGs. The reason this video actually came about, I was looking at an RPG that I wanted to get today. Because, I want more. I told you I wanted to focus on that this year. And there was a game. It was, Hoshigami is actually starting to go up from what I should have bought it a couple months ago, and it was like $20. It's about $40-50 now, but it's not that bad, but it kind of frustrated me. I'm like, man, being an RPG, loving RPGs fucking sucks sometimes, but I love those games. But I'm out. I'll talk to you guys later. I might make a video maybe later this week or next week. I'll definitely have my course by then, but alright, man, I'm out.